Previously on Big Business.
Testing. Hello, my name is James Hunter and this is Big Business. Today I had the chance to catch up with Yelp user Sage Ottoman. Hello, Sage.
Hello.
I was wondering whether you could tell us about a time when you read a review of a restaurant that really stuck with you, really resonated with your values.
So, my friends had always talked about their favorite pizza place called Pizza Delight on Spring Garden.
Excellent. Great drinks as well.
It's really good. I don't know, I don't drink. They used some of my favorite words, flavorful, lush.
Of the Starbucks on Barrington, you wrote, "Love this place, I've been coming here for years, but recently the barista asked me my name, Sage, then spelt it wrong, S-A-Y-G-E-E. I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about the difficulties with growing up with such an unconventional name, and some times when maybe you feel like you've been misunderstood as a result."
Wait, sorry?
Your Yelp review on Starbucks, you said that they wrote your name wrong on your cup, and how that really upset you, and you ended up giving them only a 2-star review.
It's not.
Do you not remember
It's not
that?
an unconventional name.
Oh, Sage. Well, it's not that it's unconventional. It's just not a name you would come across. It's not like a Sarah or a Leanne.
I'm sorry. I don't really know why you asked me that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I think I have to go. This is sort of a waste of my time. I have stuff to do. Sorry. Okay. Excuse me. Stop.
In your email you mentioned...
After discovering the great reviews on Yelp.com, I met up with some local users of this site to learn more about their craft. My name is James Hunter, and this is Big Business. I met Yelp user Terry at the Halifax Public Library on Spring Garden.
Hello, my name is James Hunter, and welcome back to Big Business. Today I'm speaking with Yelp reviewer Terry H. How's it going, Terry?
Wonderful.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
August 3rd, Jacqueline N. commented on your review, and she asked, "Hey, I would love to see you on Wednesday. RSVP if you want some sangria and fun." Do you remember this event?
Actually, I don't have a full recollection of it. I know that...
You had sangria and fun, it sounds like.
Yes, absolutely.
So you did go to Jacqueline's event?
Actually, I did not. I happened to be on a trip, a golf trip.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, I've started to write Yelp reviews on the various golf courses that I've played through the province.
I've read them. They're very thorough.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. For me, as a patron of so many different golf courses throughout the province, I like to play courses that have obviously good value for the dollar, but also present a bit of a challenge.
What is your handicap?
My handicap's actually quite high. It's close to 30.
Okay.
So I'm not
Nice.
I'm not a quote unquote pro.
Right. Speaking of being a pro, you are a pro Yelp reviewer, a Yelper. How did you get into Yelping?
Well, actually, that's a good question.
Thank you.
It started back in late 2011 when I had a former friend of mine. He gave me the web link for Yelp, and within a couple of months, I started.
You're hooked. You were hooked.
Exactly.
So, you enter a restaurant. What next? How does the Yelp review unfold in your mind for you?
To start, actually, quite a few of the reviews, I've gone to these establishments based on the recommendations of other Yelp reviewers. And
Have they messaged you privately, or is this when you meet with them in person, they say, "Hey, you should check out,"
There have been some private messages.
Would you say you've met many of your close friends through Yelp, or have you met any? Have you made any contacts, any good pals?
Through the Yelp website, yes.
Yes.
There actually haven't been too many in-person meetups.
Oh, I see. Okay, an online relationship.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a tight-knit community for our viewers. Maybe not familiar with it. Could you tell them a little bit about your experience in the Yelp online community? How people
certainly.
comment, or write they say this is funny. They click the funny button or the
Yes.
cool button with the The snowflake.
Yes, a lot of, I guess, emoticons, as
Right.
they call them.
I think
the
that's-
snowflake for you're cool, and
Oh, right, you're cool.
and then the notepad for a good writer. And actually, that's one of the fun things about Yelp, that there's a lot of variety. It may not be the most visually pleasing site, but what they lack in on the eye, they make up for in terms of the content. I've always been that type of person that I'm more quality over the quantity.
Quality over quantity.
Yes,
That's
so-
it's a good philosophy.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
we've been speaking a lot about the Yelp community, and I've noticed a lot of Yelpers relate to you a lot. You know, they're very receptive of your reviews. Suzanne B wrote, "Gracias, merci, arigato." That's Japanese. Arigato, danka. I'm not sure what language that is. There aren't enough languages in the world to express my gratitude. How does it feel to receive, positive feedback like that?
Well, it's very, very gratifying, and I've been fortunate that I've been chosen for Review of the Day on 5 or 6 different occasions. And I'm quite surprised, just due to the fact that there's a lot of talented individuals.
A lot of talent out there, eh? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you require this kind of, validation, this "you're cool," these compliments, or is it just, do you Yelp more so for yourself, do you find?
Just more for myself. Like, there's not really a validation of what I write, and it's more I'm being, I think, altruistic in the sense that I'm trying to provide a service that benefits the Yelp community.
Wow, yeah.
It's more about making the customers aware of what is going on,
Giving back.
what's good, what's not so good.
Of your most recent discovery in your bio, you wrote about luminosity brain training. And I'd seen commercials for that in the past, but I'm not really sure what it is. Could you tell us a bit more about luminosity?
Certainly. Lumosity is actually...
Lumosity, my mistake.
Yeah, there's 5 different categories that the website is judging you on when you play these games, and that's your speed, your problem solving, your flexibility, and your
Flexibility.
Flexibility of your spatial learning in the brain. I've been doing this since the summer of 2013.
Okay.
First, I did it on a free trial.
Nice.
And now I'm actually a full-fledged member of Lumosity, and you can play unlimited number of games.
And do you notice a more flexible brain,
Yes,
Do you,
completely. I find actually that the experience I've had with Lumosity has actually benefited me in terms of the Yelp website itself, because it's given me the brain power to write even more thorough reviews on the site, and as such I've garnered more compliments from fellow Yelpers.
You notice a direct, lumosity compliment garnering correlation.
Yes, and I can't stress enough how much of a benefit it would be for anybody that wants to work out their brain. Generally, I'm only on there about 15-20 minutes. That's all it takes to play 5 games.
And you've noticed an improvement in your brain.
100%.
In your bio, you also wrote of your current crush, who is Judy Greer.
Yes.
Who is Judy Greer?
Judy Greer is an American actress that hasn't had too many big roles. It was Kate Winslet, but
What?
I've kind
Judy
of
Greer used to be Kate Winslet.
With the crush used to
Okay. Of your review of Canadiana Restaurant and Lounge, you wrote, "One funny moment occurred earlier in the night when I went to the bathroom and noticed a chair and table close to the sinks. I had an immediate flashback to some of those old 80 movies where you would have some guy walk into those fancy bathrooms only to have an older gentleman actually hand you the towel after you wash your hands, but alas, there's no such thing there." Do you often experience flashbacks such as this?
Every once in a while,
Yeah.
I do. I always have a penchant for going back into like pop popular culture, especially
in your mind.
the 80s and 90s.
Right. I noticed through reading many of your reviews that you often focus on the bathroom of an establishment. It often comes up in discussion for you. Of Kempster's, you wrote, I would also like to point out that it is a bit of a walk to the restrooms. So if you have a weak bladder, you should find a table close to the kitchen. What is it about, knowing about the bathrooms that you think is important for your readership, your audience?
Well, the reason why I put reviews of the bathrooms in these reviews is because I think the way that the establishments take care of the washrooms, I think, are usually indicative of the way they take care of the establishment in general.
Right. An overall philosophy.
Yes, an overall philosophy.
Huh. I've never thought of it that way. At Maxwell's, you wrote, the pub's bathrooms are located on the top floor, so it's a bit of a walk, but you'll be able to work your calf muscles if you need to go.
That's correct. So
it's, maybe Maxwell's, their overall philosophy is no pain, no gain. Of the Pizza Hut, you went to Orlando.
Yes.
And of a Pizza Hut in Orlando, this was back in February, you wrote, the gentleman server, I forget his name, maybe Julio or Jose. So today we're here at the new Halifax Public Library. I was hoping you could walk us through what a Yelp review of this place would be like for you. I'm trying to start a Yelp profile of myself, and I was wondering if I could get some tips. We actually have some books from the library, a sample of their, thank you, Bronwyn, a sample of their goods. This is the Spellbound series. So these are some of the products of this library. Based on what you see in your hands here and what you see around you, how would you go about reviewing this place? What would you give them?
Well, I would I'd look at the cleanliness of the establishment. This is a relatively new establishment, so...
You find it quite clean?
Yes, quite clean.
Despite there's actually a ribbon on the floor as we speak.
Yes. When I first walked in, it's kind of overwhelming. A lot of floors. I think, actually, it might be an establishment I'd have to maybe visit again in order to make a review.
You'd have to go to each floor and really...
Yes, it might be like a two-visit situation.
All right, Terry, this brings us to the close of our interview. I want to thank you very much for being on Big Business with me today. Thank you for those of you watching Big Business. And for those of you watching, so long.